Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The LEC released another video. Shaker's content goes hard in the paint. And before I start with the video, I wanted to start a series called kind of behind the curtains of esports, to talk about short form videos where we talk about ideas and concepts that you can apply to your own journey, or maybe just to satisfy your curiosity about how things work behind the scene in the context of League of Legends. I think I have a lot of expertise in this, and I think, anything that comes to mind as a topic, let me know in the comments below if there's something that you would like me to cover. Additionally, the next guest on The Voice of Yamato will be Whipple. I'm super excited for that, just to go down memory lane with him, and we're going to have a good time. Nevertheless, memorable map moments, G2 versus SKT 2019-2023 LEC summer. The last quiz I did, I don't even know if this is a quiz, usually they're called pop quiz. I hope I can satisfy my competitive bug by scoring points. Let's see what this is about. Let's go all the way back.
I'm going to show you different parts of Summoner's Rift.
Okay.
And I need you to tell me the first moment that comes to your mind from a professional game. Yeah.
Okay.
It can be something you did, it can be something your team did, it can be something
so no
you
points.
saw at MSI or LCK or World. Sure.
Mate, I want points. I feel so bad about not getting almost a single ability in the previous one. The Volibear and the Shen Q and all that jazz. I need points.
Doesn't matter. Just when you look at this part of the map, you think, oh, I remember this moment.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to pause before anyone speaks. Well, it's the name of the video, right? G2 versus SKT. I remember this one. Because this is such a legendary moment for many reasons. It's like Dracos had some of the best casting in League of Legends history in this moment. And also, the sequence was so beautiful because right before this, I believe that Yasuo got caught. And basically, SKT, they are pushing down mid. They are about to take the enemy inhibitor. And this game was a big back and forth. And it was such a unique game because Jankos played so damn good in denying everything that Faker wanted to do on the Kiana. And the reason they were playing Kiana is because they were playing Vladimir top. And I remember this game, Caps had such a unique build that game where he went for this vegan Syndra build, but it was so damn good because the main purpose of him was to survive. It's such a unique game where the way he itemized was so necessary due to the context of the game. And I really like that. I believe he went Ludens into Zhonya's Banshees. He was very bulky. The key cool thing about G2 here, right, in 2019 was the fact that Yasuo was down, but they kept SKT curious enough to make them stick around. They really tethered themselves to the enemy movement. And then finally, they were throwing Ornul. They kept the enemy very intrigued and interested in the fight. And then finally, the range that Mickey really plays with his E to make Yasuo connect with the ult when the opposition, I don't remember who exactly it was trying to get over the wall on the plant, and he got snacked on. And then Syndra denied, full Vladimir combo, and then Vladimir tried to scrape by the fight, but they just got aced, and then boom, TP bottom side with Syndra because it was stacking wave, and then they ended the game. G2 was truly ahead of their time. I'm getting goosebumps listening to myself talk about this moment. I don't even know why I'm explaining the whole moment, but I'm assuming they're gonna show it. The other thing here is, there is this thing called the Ning bush. This is also the Ning bush, where Fnatic 2018, when they beat IG, if you look at those two games that they won, Ning liked to overextend, IG liked to overextend past this point. And usually the rules that you follow when you are trying to break the enemy tier 2 on bottom side or tier 1, you should never cross this point. Like this point on the minimap right here, that is visible. The main rule is, just because the enemy that is defending his own tier 2 on mid is going to have easier access here than your AD carry. So you never cross this zone. In a lot of cases, you don't even cross the Wraith Raptor bush. Because the same way, if you're AD, it is very unrealistic to cross this point here because the enemy, of course, has the turret and they can fight back without you being able to fight back. So usually, this is Death Zone. But I'm assuming just because of the title of the video, most people said G2 versus SKT.
G2 versus SKT at 2019. Perks is playing Yasuo, and I think T1 like overstepped their welcome in this area. They base too late, and I think he respawns and he comes there, he EQs on the guy there, walks around and then kills everyone, and I think that was the start of their comeback that game.
It was the Gragas.
Like, Perks was playing Yasuo and Mickey was playing Gragas.
Yes,
they
yes.
got like an ace there and they beat them. And
Jankos Olaf.
Yeah, that won them the game.
Wunderorn.
Got body slammed by Mickey.
Yes,
got, like,
yes.
a quadra kill or something with Yasuo in that area.
Oh, this area, that's SKT versus G2, 2019 World Semi-Final, Game 4. And I was playing Gragas Yasuo.
Look at the timing of the Gragas. Boom on Faker.
A bit murdered, and then we won the fight, and then we won the game.
The exhaust.
There's no way he can duel the Yasuo. Yamato's coming in, but he's just walking into the meat grinder of Perks. Con,
And look at the E on the Raptors as well to deny the Vladimir damage here on the E.
Con, can he get it done? He can't, the Vladimir. They can't
And
do
Caps
it.
are the TP bots.
This is it. The greatest team
Damn.
in the history of...
Yeah, this was a very competitive game. Very competitive game. Like Mata got subbed in and he was actually like doing super well, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough because like in the way that G2 fought, like they were something else, man. They were something else. Really cooldown aware, spatial awareness, super good. Really enticing the enemy to look intrigued enough and really play on their limits. You know, it's fun to see all of these legendary names, you know, and how the paths have converged in terms of how their careers have went. I'm wishing that Faker gets a speedy recovery. And of course, the G2 players, all legendary players, still to this day.
League of Legends.
We don't talk about Elise.
Down by the greatest team Europe has ever produced.
Sion, Adam, first BDS Sion.
Really? Really? He wasn't in that zone. Come on, he wasn't in that zone. I understand why you would think this way, right? But he's not in that zone. The young players, guys, young players don't know European history.
What is going on? This is another level, man. I would be so... Ebby's like, where's Sion, guys? He's 1 versus 0 in a competitive...
As far as I know, this happened in...
I don't remember much from this area. I remember we had like the game against...
Oh, the Heretics! Bro, this was the Heretic Death Zone too. Heretics threw like 5 games in this area, by the way. You guys remember the portals? The portal? I think it was against Vitality.
Keeps on spinning, trying to finish off Crowny, but he can't get the job done. The CC coming in, Ruby throwing himself into the fray.
Rebozo, man.
The kill on the Crowny, but to no avail.
I'm thinking of one time we won a fight against IG as well.
Yes!
I remember that game.
Yes!
Season 8 groups, the first time we played IG.
The Ning zone! Yes! Very nice. No one on the midwave, guys. No one on the midwave. No one on the midwave. Why is IG playing bottom side? This is a pattern that they recognize about IG. You know, Whippo told me about this a lot, and I could also see it, you know, in the games. Always, guys, always when you're too weak to contest the midwave, contest the space. Never show yourself when you're weaker. Very important. This is some Sun Tzu shit, but I'm telling you, never show yourself when you're weaker. Make yourself larger and don't give the enemy more information than they should get from the wave that they are taking. Very important rule when it comes to playing League of Legends.
Heretics, I don't know against who. Heretics.
Okay, so it's not against Vitality.
And then that, yeah.
Yeah, and then they all die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, it's SK. Oh, the Bang Bros, right? Evie and Ruby. These two. These two homies.
Oh my god, this is like death.
Yeah. He said it, but my mind went there too. Deft. Just because the camera is like to the left. If the camera was more to the right, I would be thinking like Rengar ending the game. I would be thinking like all of these base races just flash me by where people are trying to kill the Nexus and then they get wiped and then they die. I remember like Gumayushi versus Genji. You know, there's a lot of moments in time, but I think Deft is the key one just because it's like the camera is panned to the left.
Deft, Ini respawn AdWords.
Maybe Deft when he played this play easier, inhibitor respawn. And
Aatrox getting cancelled on the TP is mental here. They don't even show it. Aatrox got cancelled on the TP. They reverse swept this shit, man. What a story, man. They need to make an anime about it. It is anime level story. We're never gonna have a world championship like this ever again. Never.
It was like a long time ago, but the Jankos incident, when he was like screaming and stuff. Because enemy team was like trying to finish, I think.
He was screaming kurva. We don't censor shit on this channel. He was screaming kurva.
We're like hitting the necks and stuff. I mean, they were all, like, blue team was basically ending the game, but then Jankos like came out, I think it was like a Hegari mold or some shit, and they just killed them, and yeah, GG.
Can they turn this around? Two members hitting the base. Raw is hitting the base. Drop. He's going to drop.
I love how the Schalke players, they all look like bots, by the way. Like, look at, like, they just right-clicked and let go of their mice, by the way. Like, this is straight up look like bots.
Came out, I think it was like a Hegari mold or some shit, and they just killed them, and yeah.
Why don't they trap? Well, imagine Mr. Alice puts a trap on the Hecarim, Guardian Angel, they one-tap him, and then they just end. It would have been better, I think.
Can they turn this around? Two members hitting the base. Raw is hitting the
Gilius! Gilius! I think after this game, by the way, Jankos petted Gilius' head. Let me find this. I found it! Is it? Actually, it's a different game. But at this point, I think at this point, guys,
a massive gold lead.
I have to show it.
For H2K. They may have hesitated in game 1, but there is no hope left for Schalke in game 2.
This is such a violation, by the way. This is the craziest violation ever. Oh, maybe this is just the second game. It could have been just the second game. But this is a crazy violation, by the way.
Game for H2K. The first one, back and forth. Mistakes here and there, super close. This one, well, we said it again and again. The early game, the power of Jankos on Elise. And these early games, the first one came.
And we were so scared. We saw it.
Well, that actually just hurt my soul.
Much priority placed on the jungle in that first rotation. We thought it would count against them.
Well, to be fair, I mean, if you judge just the first rotation, right, getting Silver Karma was fantastic from Schalke, and then getting Rek'Sai. A lot of teams would be happy
Oh
with that
my
trade,
god.
but this is again a comfort pick.
It's a violation, by the way. It's a violation. Holy shit. Jankos with the hug with Steve. Hey. That's a violation, by the way. That's a complete violation.
Let's try to have the CC. Can they turn it back? Triple kill.
That's mental, by the way. Actually, this must have been the first game. Ah, it's kurva!
In Winter Split as G2 when I was playing Sion.
Okay, oh, the Elise game, I remember. Holy, Marcoon smurfed his brain off this game. And Yak had a rough one.
You know, it's like this. Last and Kuruki. he just passive jump to enemy base and lose.
Oh, also reminds me of Larsen package. Oh my god, but the Larsen package story is the funniest because it's against me. You know, I wasn't even with Larsen on the team back then.
Odo's almost got out. He's got flash as well. He's looking to jump in.
Oh my lord. That is... That is crazy. I need a replay of this, man.
Oh my god, but the Larsen package
it is crazy.
It's against me, you know, I wasn't even with Larsen on the team back then.
Odo's almost got out. He's got flash as well. He's looking to jump in. He gets onto Walleye, and it might not be over yet because Walleye's dead.
That is mental.
We'll take the tower. It's on Inspired, and Finn's trying to do this. Ozet jumping away. The Cullen comes out from Inspired, but Finn's going to go down as well. And you spoke too soon, Venius. You spoke too soon, Frost, because Schalke are not done yet. Finn's going to go down. He will fall.
Holy medic is in the pocket, man.
Schalke
Okay, this one is also the Suning game. Because the towers were up, I think, or a lot of towers were up, and we had
I don't
Elder,
remember this.
and we tried to end, and then our Elder ran out, and then we all died. And they almost ended, but then we defended, and then we ended.
Beautiful scatter the weekend, them running. SOFM goes in.
That's the tankiest Lee Sin that's ever been in the game, by the way.
The Elder Dragon, but they won't be able to find it. The Dredge line now down in the X, looking to find the kill. Caps into the back line, trying to find the wild cards, trying to find the damage.
What's Caps doing?
Escaping. The damage down on the remaining players. Caps is throwing the cards around, looking to finish off the Nexus turn. He won't be able to do it, and it's an ace for Suning.
I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind here is Gumayoshi base defense
against yes.
Jingi in the game 4, which they lost anyways. With his
this is crazy, buddy.
Gonna connect, but it's on to delay. Solomon damage from Gumayoshi. He's found it. He found the moment.
Early Atlas. This Brom was not maxing E, by the way. Not maxing E. Oh, this was a great piece of content. I like this. But only 2 map moments. Dig does engage with Alisson on Banks for stun at the buffet the Q and reverse the fight. Misses so close to win 3-1 with SKT. Incredible memories. Oh, that's actually a banger too. That's a banger too. I'm surprised nobody mentioned Caps trying to Ziggs W the Nexus and dying. That was insane. That was also a banger, yeah. I actually was the caster for that game. Can you believe I casted that game? I was a caster. I did it in my underwear in my room because we just got hit by COVID. I'm disappointed nobody mentioned Wrecking Hilly backdoor. Oh, that's also classic. Alright. When the West wasn't washed. Is it real G2 lol? It is.
I'm gonna show you.
They're everywhere. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget my question from before. If you made it all the way to this point in the video, bless you and bless your face. I'll catch you on the flippity, and I'll catch you on the floppity too. Tomorrow, the streams continue as per usual. Take care of yourselves.